This is Castor's second deworming session, so we are out in the arena now because he's going to do some trailer loading afterward. So I'm just going to have him, I'm going to hold that up and he's targeting it while I'm trying to, there we go, bring it up closer to the corner of his mouth, which I gotta be careful about there because he was kind of like, I don't really want to do that. So he really wants to target it kind of toward his lips. And I just kind of barely touch it in the corner of his lips there, in the corner of his mouth, because that's where, there, that was perfect. That's what I was looking for, is for him to target the syringe in the corner of his mouth, because that's where I'm gonna actually put it in his mouth and use it there. So I'm just being more specific on where I want the targeting to happen, because I don't really want it like at his teeth. So he's got his cheek on it. There we go. So I just waited, and then he went ahead and he pushed his lips against it. That's what I'm gonna reward. That looks great. And then I'll just let him chew for a second and present it again. Perfect. See, it took him a couple times to really figure it out, and then now he's like, okay, I put my lips in the corner of my mouth there. So I'm just kind of communicating exactly what I want. So he missed a little bit. There. Oh, maybe not. There we go. And then I'll start building in how long he can hold his face there for. That's going to be the next part because I'm pretty close on the positioning of the syringe. And I'm going to add in my hand there. So it's a little bit easier if I have two hands. So I'm going to start adding in my left hand, just to kind of not hold him, but I can kind of lay my hand there. And it's just easier for me to actually give the dewormer that way. I don't know why. You don't have to necessarily do it like that, but it's just going to be like another part, yeah, another part of the target. So he brings his hand or his head there, I rest my hand there. I'm not going to hold his face there. That's not part of it. So grab some more treats, come back here, reward him for standing still. It's just going to be, my left hand is going to be another target of this, another part of the piece here. There we go. So it's just another target. So I'd like him ideally to bring his head toward me, toward the syringe in my hand, and then hold it there while I give him the dewormer. I'll let him chew a little bit before he does this again.
Ready?
That was really good.
Yeah.
So he's really going and progressing, even though I've changed it up some. And I've changed two things already just in this session and just in a few minutes, and he's really getting it. So I'm really happy with that. I'll let him chew that up. I'm just using like chopped hay. He seems to work best for chopped hay. He doesn't get quite as excited, but he still works well for it. That's perfect. So I'm just pushing that syringe a little bit further in. So it's got that like thin area, and then it gets thicker, like where it would hold that, like whatever you're using, we're putting in. This is not actual deworming syringe, it's just a plastic one, but I'm just putting that little thin part inside his lips, and that's what I'm rewarding at this point. I didn't start the session off like that. I just started with him touching it, but now I'm just kind of putting a little bit in the corner of his mouth. So really now I've changed to 3 different things in this one session, and we're only like 30 minutes in. So 3.5 minutes in. So here's my targets, and it's in the corner. That was beautiful. That was perfect. I'm really happy with that. He's just being fantastic. So I gave him a little jackpot there because I'm really happy with that behavior. I'll let him, like, if he wants to move his head around, that's totally fine. I'm not worried about that. He's a very curious guy here. I'm gonna ask him one more time. Beautiful. That was perfect. So we'll end the session on that.